So God will have it also. You begin to look for ways to raise money. Before you know it, I completed my house in less than a year. In fact, it was my 10th year wedding anniversary and also 40th birthday. We used to dedicate and pray on that house. I that was living in Face Me, I Face You, sharing toilets, my landlord knocking at my door to get accommodation, to pay his rent. But within few years, God provided for me a good duplex that I will stay with my family. Welcome once again, viewers. I want to conclude on my work in the Federal Ministry of Works and Housing. Share how God has been faithful to me, both physically and spiritually. So I've continued to work in the MDGs, working for House of Rep, constituency projects, zonal intervention projects. And all this while, to the glory of God, I do my best to be faithful in the work. And a lot of people cut corners in order to make money. But I was trying my best to ensure that I do the right thing. So my boss was observing, who is a Muslim, I told you, Engineer Babakobi Mohammed. And he see how people were cutting corners. I was concentrated on my work. The little I have, I am okay with it. So he called me and said, what do you want? What do you want me to do for you? Tell him I'm staying in Masaka. Coming to work every day, sometimes 2 hours coming, 3 hours going because of go-slow. And the place is very far. And even I can have a small house in Abuja that will help me. And sometimes I work with him till almost midnight. That's how we go. Sometimes I will spend the night in his house. Then early morning I have to rush and do some, take my bath and start coming back to town in order to work again because I was very busy. He now say, okay, he now made provision for me to get 15 million. One project. So when I got it, I went to Lugbe. I saw one advert for 3-bedroom flat for 14 point something, almost 15 million. I went there to pay. I saw the rooms were very small. I said, I don't want to stay here. The vendor now said, there is a land they are selling around Peace Court in Abuja, which is nearer town here, and it goes for 11 million. Can we go and see it? I said, okay, let's go. So when I went to see the land, I admire it. I paid it, and the remaining 3-point-something million I used to do foundation. I said, if you take me another year coming from Masaka to go back, I am okay, but let me have a conducive place to stay. So, and that is how I started that project. After some months, he still asked me, are you not in town yet? I say, no. This is exactly what happened. I better build a house that I know I will be okay once for all in Abuja than to build where I will start looking for another money. I will trust God for however long it will be. So God will have it also. You begin to look for ways to raise money. Before you know it, I completed my house in less than a year. In fact, it was my 10th year wedding anniversary and also 40th birthday. We used to dedicate and pray on that house. I that was living in Face Me, I Face You, sharing toilets, my landlord knocking at my door to get accommodation, to pay his rent. But within few years, God provided for me a good duplex that I will stay with my family. That is God for you. After some other time, I was looking for a car. I was riding a Carina E, and he was asking me, what do you want, Joshua? So because I don't cut corners, I ensure I do the right thing. He will ask me what I want so that he will just do for me. I said, my dream car is Hilux. He said, if I give you Hilux now at your level, the other directors will begin to envy you with official Hilux. So it's better you get your own hillocks. I say, I need hillocks because I can go to farm with it, wash it and go for a wedding. So that I don't need many cars. He say, okay. We had a project for Kabiru Gaya, Senator Kabiru Gaya. Then the engineering project, the cost for the engineering, because they give engineer supervision fee. So he just asked me to go and collect the engineer supervision fee. I brought it to him, gave him cash. He said, Bush boy, go and buy your hillocks with it. And that's how I went to town in Abuja here. Look at a brand new hillocks, tier leather, and got that hillocks. Not as a project vehicle for anybody, but for myself. And that is how God also answers prayers. So I work with him with works and housing. And fortunately, the project ended. So when the project ended, I went back to my water and sanitation department and I was working. But by then I have a lot of projects, as I say. Even outside the ministry, I was working in the ministry. Here and there, ensuring project I delivered, including the police barracks. When the project come, I was very much involved in it. When the national housing program came, people were lobbying, even with money, to be attached to a single project because they know if they go to those projects, they will make money. I didn't even lobby for any. I was assigned to 2 states to cover Bauchi and Plateau State, not even one. I didn't lobby for it. So I was there doing a lot of projects for the state. As I was doing it, a lot of people began to envy me. They were like, oh, this small boy, when did he come? That he is doing it. He is serving. In fact, sometimes when December comes, I give Christmas bonus to the staffs at level 13, including my seniors. I will give them Christmas bonus because God was helping me then. A lot of jealousy, a lot of was going on. So I began to think of, should I just resign and face my career as an engineer? And it happened one day, another director I was posted to another department with the director. That one was so jealous that I don't even know how to handle it. Every time he's coming to the office, he must open my office to check if I'm in the office or not. So one day I came to the office, he said, Joshua, you have to choose either your own personal work or government work. I say, with all due respect, sir, thank you. I choose my own personal business, my own work as an engineer. The following week, I wrote my resignation letter and kept and passed through him. He said, no, he was just joking now. He don't want me to leave. Oh, I say, no, sir. He refused to collect the resignation letter. I now wrote directly. He was a deputy director. I now wrote to the director directly. So I went to the director, Engineer Esther, and tell her I want to resign. She called me, sat me down. Do you actually want to resign? I say yes. He said, okay. She accepted it. I hid it for 3 months. I went doing my work. After 3 months, she called me and said, Joshua, you are the person we are grooming. You are the person we want to take over from us. If you leave the department, what will you do? How do we survive? Please come back. I say no. He says, see your resignation letter. I did not pass it to. I want you to stay. I say no. Please pass it. I'm not coming back. The same engineer, my director, deputy director that wanted me came, sat me down that please I should come back because I say anywhere I am, if you need me, please call me. I'll work for you. But for this ministry, I am already okay with it. A lot of people advise me not to. My uncles, you are in a federal, we are already essentially, you will soon be anything. I say no. Because for me, I know how God speaks to me. So when God speaks to me about an issue, I am convinced I will just do it. So I believe it was time for me to leave there. In my earlier presentation, if I can remember, I said I was going to work in that ministry for 15 years. After 15 years, I would leave. And I was 16. So God was imprinting on me that, yes, it's time to leave. So that's how I asked them to pass my resignation. And I resigned honorably and opened an office in Apple Zone E, where I practice my water resources engineering. A lot of designs, as I say, across Bauchi, across the country, I have done it. And since I resigned, I never regretted for one day why I left the ministry, because God has been faithful. And even the ministry keep calling me to do a job, one job or the other. And believe me, the money you will get there will be more than even the salary if you have remained there to work, because I am now working for them as a consultant, not as a staff, with my respect. They will respect me. They will, how much would you do this? And I will tell them this amount, and I will do it. For a long time, even last year, they still call me to go and either check or handle one project or the other for that ministry. And that's how honorably I resigned my work in the Federal Ministry of Works and Housing in the year 2015 and started my own full career as a civil engineer. Thank you, viewers. God bless you all. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you for tuning in today. Mr. Sanga told you that twice his director asked him, "What do you want me to do for you?" Do you remember who was asked that question in the Bible? The same Solomon we talked about before. God favors people. Solomon was not the first son of David. Solomon was not the second or third or fourth or fifth or sixth or even seventh. Solomon was number 8. But the mercy and the favor of God located him. When David became old and he fell sick, Adonijah, the younger brother of the man with big hair, went and proclaimed himself a king. David was still alive. And he had promised David's mother that this your son is going to succeed me. But because God had favored Solomon, do you know his real name? Jedidiah, beloved of God. And God doesn't just love people like that. God is looking at your heart. So when the boss said, what do you want to do for you? Let me ask you, how many civil servants have been asked by their director, what do you want me to do for you? Unless they're collaborating to do evil. But he didn't want to put his hands in evil things. He wasn't cutting corners. You heard him. That was what impressed his director, a Muslim. He said twice, what do you want me to do for you? The answer to that question is the house he is living in today. Out of the dint of his hard work, he was okay, go and handle this project. And the fee he was paid, he was able to build that house. I attended meetings in that house. Fantastic duplex in Lokogoma district, one of the highbrow areas of Abuja. God makes a way for people. God always will always make a way for you too. Integrity, righteousness, uprightness in business will make a way for you. So the Bible says that righteousness exalts a nation, but sin is a reproach to any people. As it does for a nation, so will it do for a local government or a state. So will it be in the life of a single individual. If righteousness exalts a nation, righteousness will also exalt an individual. Until he came to the point, he said, I'm resigning. From what he has related to us, you know that Joshua had a very bright future in that ministry of works. But he said, God told him, it's time for you to go. So he left and told you that he never regretted. If Baba is the one leading you, the riches that he will put in your life, the favor that God will put in your life will make you rich. And then there will be no sorrow added to it. He began to work for himself, but that is not the end of God's blessing upon his life. You will hear him. He'll tell you more. Well, thank you for tuning in today. God bless you. But please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. See, God is doing great things. God will also locate you if you give him the chance. have a relationship with God if you don't know him yet. See, a clip is coming up, and the title of it is called The Challenge. Watch that clip. Pray the prayer in it with me. Start a journey with God. It will be an adventure that will take you where you never could take yourself. Thank you, and God bless you.